Thank you all for joining us here today. My name is Gina Arosena, and I'm delighted to share some valuable information on clinical trials, especially as they pertain to lymphoma. Clinical trials are crucial for advancing medical knowledge and finding new treatments for diseases, including lymphoma. Before we begin with the program, we'd like to thank our sponsors, AbbVie, AstraZeneca, Bristol Myers Squibb, Genentech, Genmab, Ipsen, Merck, and Kyowa Kirin. Before we begin with the program, I'd like to share some information about the Lymphoma Research Foundation. We're the nation's largest nonprofit organization that focuses specifically on lymphoma, and our mission is to eradicate lymphoma and serve those touched by the disease. In addition to today's program, we have a variety of other programs and services available for you. One example is our Foundation Helpline, which serves to complement our patient education programs. The helpline has master's level trained staff who provide individualized information on all types of lymphomas, as well as information on treatment options, clinical trial navigation, and connections to resources such as financial assistance. We also offer a peer support program called the Lymphoma Support Network. Through the Lymphoma Support Network, we can connect patients and care partners with others who have been through similar experiences for emotional support. In addition, the Foundation has free comprehensive disease guides and fact sheets which can be ordered or downloaded on our website, lymphoma.org. We also offer a variety of other in-person and virtual educational programming so you can continue learning about the latest updates throughout the year. And finally, we have an award-winning mobile app called Focus on Lymphoma. The app provides helpful disease content as well as unique tools to help you better manage your lymphoma. The app is available free of charge in the Apple App Store and in Google Play. If you have any questions, please feel free to post your questions in the comments below. Today, we will cover several key aspects of navigating clinical trials, including understanding the basic concept and types of clinical trials, exploring the different stages and their purposes, evaluating the benefits and potential drawbacks, learning how to locate and get information on trials, understanding what it takes to decide to participate, preparing for discussions with your healthcare team, knowing what to expect during and after the trial, and understanding the follow-up and next steps. A clinical trial involves research using participants to contribute to medical knowledge. There are two main types of clinical trials. One of them are the observational studies. This is where researchers observe participants or evaluate health outcomes without assigning specific treatments. Participants follow their usual healthcare routines, and researchers gather to understand health patterns and outcomes. Second is interventional studies. So where researchers test new ways to prevent, diagnose, treat, or manage a disease or its side effects. Participants are assigned to receive specific interventions based on a research protocol. Now, clinical trials follow a sequence of phases, each designed to answer specific research questions. Phase 1 tests the safety, side effects, and appropriate dosage of a new therapy in a small group of about 15 to 30 people. This phase helps determine how the therapy interacts with the human body. The second phase assesses the treatment's safety and preliminary efficacy in a larger group, fewer than 100 people. This phase provides more detailed information on the therapy's effectiveness. Phase 3 confirms efficacy, safety, and side effects in a large group. These trials are often multi-centered, meaning they combine results from various medical centers, and they may last several years. Fourth stage evaluates long-term side effects and potential new uses for the therapy after it has been approved and is on the market. This phase involves several hundred to several thousand participants. Now let's discuss some pros. And the first is patients can actually take an active role in managing their health and contributing to research. Patients may receive promising new treatments not available outside of the trial. By participating, patients contribute to scientific knowledge that can benefit others and future generations. You also get an opportunity to partner with experts. Clinical trials often involve leading of healthcare facilities and lymphoma experts. Patients are at the forefront of the latest treatment development and research. Now, some cons. New therapies may have side effects or adverse events. Patients might not benefit from the investigational treatment. Patients might not get to choose the treatment they receive. Some expenses might not be covered by insurance. And clinical trials might require more doctor visits, treatment sessions, and hospital stays than standard treatment. How does a patient find out about lymphoma clinical trials? Doctors and medical teams can provide information on available clinical trials, so that's a great resources for you to take advantage of. Um, Comprehensive cancer centers. These centers often have information on clinical trials for various types of lymphoma. The National Cancer Institute's Clinical Trials Referral Office, where patients can call for information, and the number is 1-800-4-CANCER. The National Institute of Health's website, which is clinicaltrials.gov. It offers a searchable database of clinical trials. And the Lymphoma Research Foundation's Clinical Trials Information Service. This is where helpline staff can help conduct the customized search for lymphoma treatment trials in the patient's area. The first step is informed consent, where patients learn about the expected risks, potential benefits, and alternatives of the clinical trial. Patients meet with researchers, often known as principal investigators, to discuss the trial details. They're given informed consent form, which outlines the study's purpose, duration, risks, benefits, procedures, and key contacts. And patients then decide whether to participate and sign the form if they agree. Key points to keep in mind is patients can withdraw from the trial at any time. It's important to prepare questions in advance of your meeting with the research team. Here are some suggestions. What is the purpose of the study? Who will be in the study? Why do researchers believe the new treatment might be effective? What tests and treatments are involved? How do the risks and benefits compare with my current treatment? How might the study affect my daily life? How long will the study last? Will hospitalization be required? Who will pay for the treatment? Will I be reimbursed for other expenses like travel or childcare? What type of long-term follow-up care is part of the study? How will I know if the treatment is working? Will the results be provided to me? And who will oversee my care during the study? Now let's discuss some coordination and protocol. Your medical team will work with the research team to ensure that the trial does not interfere with your regular health care. All clinical trials follow a protocol or a study plan designed to protect your health and answer specific research questions. The protocol outlines who can participate, the schedule of tests and procedures, medications, dosages, and the length of the trial. While you are in the clinical trial, research staff will see you periodically to monitor your health and to determine the safety and effectiveness of the treatment. What are some safeguards put in place to protect the patient? Patients are protected by federally regulated safeguards, including oversight by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the FDA. Clinical trials must follow a carefully controlled protocol or study plan. And approval and monitoring by an institutional review board ensure that the trial is ethical and that participants' rights are protected. Now, after the trial ends, the trial team analyzes the data and distills key findings. Results are published and or presented to the other researchers at conferences. The team determines the next steps for the therapy, which might include recommending further evaluation in the next phase of clinical testing or suggesting no further study if the data is not compelling. Some participants may want to continue receiving the study drug after the trial ends. The trial protocol and informed consent documents will outline in advance what will happen in this scenario. If the therapy moves to the next phase of testing, participants may have the option to continue with it. Thank you for joining us today. We hope this information helps you navigate the process of clinical trials. Please remember, if you have any questions, you can post them in the comments below, or you can reach out to the Lymphoma Research Foundation's helpline at 1-800-500-9976. And with that, I would like to thank you all again for joining us, and have a wonderful day.